What's good, YouTube? And welcome to the house. It's been a while since we've had a market man bad baby rage, he twists the market to his will moment, but people are angry at me over featuring pre-sales, and I guess you might have a bad taste in your mouth from Ghost from the Past, which is a spring reprint set, and I even warned multiple times, this can be a race to the bottom. I'm not a financial advisor channel. I don't know the future of card prices, but I've been around the block, and I can notice trends, and with those in the megatons, they can end up that way, but still in the dollar per card sets, there's usually a couple of wins. This year, there just straight up wasn't, and it was a bottom out like pretty much never before. When it comes to core sets and side sets, though, I like to look through A for winners and B also for what it does for the entire community. When we look at the dark ages before Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles, rip, I do miss them a lot, but I do think the people on the banner have upped the competition to fill those shoes. You only had one name in the community for pre-sales, and that's Ideal 808. Their chopped up estimated value pulled was terrible. For 3 years, they had a banner that was like, remember those $60 Rescue Rabbits, kids? Yeah, you can get great deals on pre-sales. And when Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles stepped on the scene, it changed pretty much everything on how pre-sales would work. Now we're in a different age of the market where people are reaching for OCG rogue stuff and spiking it up in price if it might even be remotely good or a small chunk of the pie chart. Exo Sisters are going crazy, things are happening. But when we look through pre-sales specifically, if Tier 0 didn't put this best foot forward, you would be going into sneak peek weekend with a price guide looking something like this. This is 1 day ago, Beyond the Pendulum at $6.9, not so nice. A Legal Night at $67 over on TCG Player, Regulus at $55, Beret, and people trying to guess, well, it might fall to this. Yeah, but dude, you're at a sneak peek, bro. Yeah, the cards are in here. It's hype. Don't you want to get them? And that's already a crazy environment on its own. But with prices like this is the only thing online if Tier 0 doesn't put that best foot forward, and then Yu-Gi-Oh! Daily follows up behind, seeing what they've done, pricing some under, some over, deciding their shots at the market, which Tier 0 and Daily do go back and forth. And the other thing is about missteps. Remember $30 access code talkers? Now that's a couple years ago, but more recently, you remember the adventure token packages going up for $40 per piece, or like the entire engine at $265, I think, bundled over on Daily. Code What's Good 5 for 5% off and to support the channel directly helps knock those prices down, where you would get the entire top end of the engine after day one buyouts that happened on that because there was a very low quantity of it, and then you're paying like $320 just for 6 cards. It's back down at this moment thanks to the Alba Strike structure decks, but again, within that time frame, if you wanted to play at events with that deck, you were paying far more for it unless you went for pre-sales. That's why I like to go through. You look for about 3 cards, and I say this very commonly, 3 to 8 cards. It has to be an amazing set to look for more, like Rise of the Duelists, Eternity Code, but on average 3 to see what might be priced, underpriced for their chopped up estimated value pull. Beyond the Pendulum was my call. It was $18. They've now sold out at $25, and looking at TCG Player, it's still on top of the set at $50 for them above everything. And also that competition, look, just 1 day with when Tier 0 puts up their prices over on TCG Player, compare these two images. It's insane how everything has come down in price by such a percentage just from the competition being there and going, okay, it's time to make sales. The other people are appearing. It's time to get pretty serious about that, even to where you see some prices under them. So that's why I like to feature it. You have an idea of what you're doing if you're going into the sneak peek weekend. You can deal hunt. You should not be grabbing everything. And I do even call that out. If you go to the last video, I say that the mid end is bloated, that the top end is some maybe good deals, while the Pendulum Mommy also isn't a Starlight. Tier 0 did misstep on that. It's the Exo Sister that leaked today. The Xyz is the Starlight, so they're going to be refunding people for that, and they usually do a little something extra for that, but they misstepped there. And looking through, I'm also like the Psychic and Punisher is interesting, which is under $18. It's still cheaper than over here, but this is falling down fast, where somebody bought this at $48. Somebody else bought the Beyond the Pendulum at $81. That's what we're trying to prevent, and we're also trying to get realistic prices and attempts at the set out there as we look forward. So don't go be buying everything, but you can support them and maybe add extra stuff to your cart if you appreciate what they're doing and you don't have a good locals near you. That's more so the target. Anyways, past all of that, let's go ahead and get into today's Market Watch with "We've been here enough, what are you doing?" Snake Rain Collector Rare has been bought out, and the lowest prices are 6969. Why are you all like this? And then it goes to 70. There's only like 5-6 listers for this. And this is mainly because you have a new Floodgate crazy searcher from the OCG that tributes fairy fiends or reptiles. You also have other Ogdo addicts coming out that are going to be pretty cool and help the archetype, but like, or it might just be one card. I shouldn't have pluraled that. But with the more promising stuff for it, people went and bought out Snake Rain of all cards. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson from an old man? Monkey board with banless speculation and hype. Again, Pendulum Mommy's coming out. Maybe they'll hype Pendulums more. That's what we're looking at also. There's that X factor of banless speculation and how it could add to things, but I don't like to overly speculate on the ban list. People are going for Monkey board super though, and you do have Pepe for past formats, but that's one of the most cut short past formats of all time and not too popular to play right now. Just, dude, this is insane. The engine for Destiny Hero Destroy Phoenix Enforcer. You think this graph is bad when we're looking at this going down to just 80 and maybe more people picking it up. There were extra cheaper ones yesterday. Maybe they're going for Master Duel and coming after this. Look at Ultimate Rare Fusion Destinies. Oh my goodness gracious. All the way down to $57, $58. I don't think I've ever seen an OTS Ultimate do it quite like this. This is pretty darn bad. But yeah, this engine is seeing a lot less play. Again, you have the Alba Strike structure deck not having to rely on stuff like this, and the engine becoming far more optional and not as impactful in the metagame, thus the prices are going down. Illusion of Chaos, also an engine that was seeing a lot of play with Magician Souls. They're both going down. You can see the market price for, this is actually the Legendary Duelist. Let's open the Secret Rare. Just going on down from 60 to 50, but yet the lowest listings are 45, and the ultra similar, it's way under the market price and recent sold for the listings as people are off the engine, and also could be a reprint in Legendary Duel Season 3. We'll have to wait and see. But Illusion of Chaos out of the core set, losing its value, going down, back under 30, which, yeah, seeing way less competitive play in today's metagame versus before the Alba Strike structure deck. Fairy Tail Snow Super Rares have a double triple down buyout, and they are now $38+. Market price $25, and the commons are going even faster. We covered this recently, but here's the double down on it. I was shocked this wasn't in Ghost from the Past as an ultra rare, but you know, Konami not cashing in on the ban list stuff's a bit weird. Maybe it's about to come collector rare. Other people pointed out it could be a trial off the ban list. If it was okay, it didn't take over, then they might do something with it instead of like a on the list, off the list kind of thing. But I think she's going to be here to stay. That's still speculation to a degree, but weird for Konami not to try to cash in some form. Maybe we'll see a collector rare of it somewhere. Miracle Rupture is way up in price. Rock good stuff, yep, to $17, $18 out of Battles of Legend Armageddon Blar. You send a level 4 or lower rock monster from your deck to your graveyard, then if Fossil Fusion's in your graveyard, you draw a card hard once per turn. Kinda weird to see the buyout. It was shorted, if I recall. Fossil Warrior Skull Knight was shorted, and now much more listing since it got a reprint. This doesn't have a reprint. Probably swapping places in the set to a degree, and also let me know if you know the reason why this is getting hyped to the level it is. I'm not quite on the deck that would be wanting to do this, so let me know if you know. Also, Unexpected Die for plant good stuff. Maybe it has to do with the Therions. Therions have a lot of stuff hyped, and Unexpected Die only has one super rare. Don't worry, there's still a lot of cheap common rares, that kind of stuff. But the super rare is getting bought out and is now back over $10, where it was resting at $7 for a while. Live Twin Evil Twins are because of Splight, and they are getting crazy, also kind of double down buyouts. Collector Rare Leela, now lowest listing at $95. You have also in the Evil Twins, you have Kisi Kill, only 6 listings listings at 96. So if you super diamond hands these, you're back into where they were getting hyped for the Link 4, thanks to Spite and being a level 2 deck that works extremely well with it. Argued that if it's the best version, a lot of people want to head towards this. A lot of people are like, nah, it's not the best version. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I think it is the secondary version of it personally. Hero Lives is going up for both the Ultras and Ultis over time. The first edition Ultis are above market price by a good chunk. You can see it was 121 here. And when we go and look at the first edition Ulti, the lowest is now near $165 for this, and over time the Ultra is, I think, the only other holographic besides Duelist Saga. Yeah, the Ultra, not everyone likes Duelist Saga foiling, you can see is just consistently up over the past couple of months and continues to chug. So you might have some more money in your hero collection than you already thought, but that could be with any hero card at any time, right? And then we have in the OTS packs, Vessel for the Dragon Cycle is getting bought out. Tenyi is still a competitive deck, and maybe a little bit of Master Duel hype actually playing into it, where people want to go play that deck in real life. It very well could be that Master Duel picking up a lot after the most recent updates, and the Fusion Cup is going on right now, or whatever it's called. I call them cups for some reason. And then finally, going back into the Therion hype, ABC, we covered Union Driver the other day. Union Hanger secret rares continue to creep up and go pretty much out of quantities. So if you do want a secret rare, you might want to do it sooner than later, because they are almost completely gone, and the OTS supers are also creeping out of quantities completely. But there's still plenty of like gold letter rares, commons, that sort of stuff. So if you want just access to the card, you still have it there. Thanks for watching today's Market Watch. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy the conversation. And do let me know your approach to pre-sales. You just watch, take note, stay away? Do you gamble, roll the dice once in a while on them? Again, why I like to look at them to cover all the points is mainly the competition to up it on the market, combined with the fact to look through and deal hunt versus how people are pricing things and how I thought they would be priced. And I think there's a lot of things to take note there, but the competition, it's literally right there on the screen, and I'd much rather go into Sneak Peek Weekend that way than without them at all, for sure. Thanks for watching, everybody.